Hi, I'm Natalie Sapienza, and I'll be doing a film review for Dr. Burton's class on Hotel Rwanda. This film is kind of several years old. It was filmed in 2004, so the actors may not be as well known as they are today, but one actor is Joaquin Phoenix, who plays an American journalist that goes over to Rwanda to get a better story on the genocide that is going on. But you might know him from Gladiator as being the Caesar in it. And our main character is Paul Rusesabagini, who is played by Don Cheadle, and you may know him from Iron Man 2 and 3 as being Iron Man's sidekick. So the plot of Hotel Rwanda is actually based on a true story of Paul Rusesabagini. He is the hotel manager in Rwanda, and he builds up his courage to save thousands of Tutsi refugees by granting them shelter and food in his hotel. And he tries his best throughout the movie to protect the people as much as he can with very minimal power. Like, he's just a hotel manager, so he doesn't have very many connections, but the connections that he does have, he uses them as wisely as possible. And so he's risking his life and his family's life just to save these thousands of strangers that he does not know. So for those of you that don't know about the Rwandan genocide, it happened in the 1990s, and it actually started out as a civil war, like almost 100 years before the genocide even happened, between the Hutu tribe and the Tutsi tribe. And the majority are the Hutus, and the minority are the Tutsis. And just from a buildup of discrimination between the Hutus and the Tutsis, it just got really bad, and the president of Rwanda signed a peace treaty during the 1990s with the Tutsi rebellions, so to try and help stop all this crime and discrimination between the two tribes. But it actually made things worse, and the Hutus became rebellious and killed the president and started mass murdering Tutsis all over Rwanda. And this, like, the Tutsis aren't as powerful as the Hutus in the country, so it made it really hard for them to get help and to flee the country. So that's kind of what is being portrayed throughout the movie. So two really prevalent themes in this movie is actually heroism and corruptive government. First, I would say heroism is really big because of Paul Rusesabagini. It shows this man that he has nothing, he's not powerful, but he uses what he has to provide as much help to thousands of refugees and strangers that he has no idea who they are, but he becomes selfless and helps them and puts his life at risk and his family's, even though he could have fled at the very beginning of the genocide. But he does whatever he can to help them, and so that kind of shows true heroism throughout the whole movie and what it's like to be very selfless in such a drastic time. And another theme is corruptive government, and you see this in the Rwandan government because it is run by a lot of Hutus, and they're kind of out just for themselves, and they will take bribes. Paul Rusesabagini bribes them many times throughout the movie to help him, but they're also trying to help the Hutu rebellions kill off Tutsis as well. And so it becomes very hard. And this is also a very prevalent theme in today's society with Iraq and Iran and their governments, and seeing how corrupt the governments in third world countries can be, and even sometimes in America. And so I feel like that is a very pronounced theme that is relevant to us today still. And so you may be asking yourself, well, why should I see this movie? Well, first off, it is very educational. It shows you what happened during this time and how horrible the Tutsis were treated, and shows you about the history, because a lot of people at this time actually did not know what was going on in Rwanda because they were so cut off from the rest of the world. And so it really shows you behind the scenes of just like the discrimination, and it gives you a really good picture about how many people were actually killed. It's not very graphic as today's films would be actually, but they still show you like how drastic and just like horrifying the genocide was, because this all happened within 100 days. And also it's very good, just like it really shows family and heroism, and what you like, how someone can step up in such a drastic time to fight for what they believe in, and to fight in for what's right. So I think those are some very good reasons why you should go see this film. And also, I wouldn't say it's a great family film, but like if you have older children, I highly recommend them watching, just to see, like, get a taste of what the rest of the world is like in some areas. And so I just want to say thanks for listening, and have a good day.